Revelation 13 and verse 17. And that no one may buy or sell except one who has the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his what? Or the number of his name. So does the blasphemous name of the beast have a number? It most certainly has a number. You say, well, Pastor Bor, how do you get the number from a name? If this name has a number, which by the way we're going to notice is 666, how do you get a number from a name? Let me explain. In biblical times, they did not have Arabic numerals like we have today. The way that they wrote numbers was by using letters of the alphabet. That's true in Hebrew, Greek, and Latin. And it's called gematria. That's the method of using letters of the alphabet as numbers. Let me give you an example. The word for cross in the New Testament is stauros. If you add up the value of the letters in Greek, which because it's a Greek word, the value of the word cross is 777. That's interesting. Now, if you add up the letters, the number value of the letters in the name Jesus, Jesus, the value is 888. And if you add up the letters in Greek, see, we're not cheating. We're not applying, Greek to English or Latin to Italian. No, we're using the name in the language and the number system of the language. The word paradosis, which means tradition, the number value is 666. Interestingly enough, the word tradition. Now, how do we find the numerical value of the name of the beast? Well, allow me to read from a few versions here what we need to do in order to determine the number of his name. I want to read from the Living Bible. I don't normally read from paraphrases, but this paraphrase, I believe, is very, very faithful to the original text, to the meaning of the original text. Notice what the Living Bible says. On Revelation 13 verse 18, where it speaks about counting the name of the beast, and the name has a number. It says, this is the translation, here is a puzzle that calls for careful thought to solve it. Let those who are able interpret this code. The numerical values of the letters in his name add to 666. Did you catch that? The numerical value of the letters in his name adds up to 666. Notice the way the New English Bible, which is a kind of a dynamic translation of the Bible, the New English Bible says the number represents a man's name. And the numerical value of its letters is 666. Even the Roman Catholic Douay version has a footnote that says this: the numeral letters of his name shall make up this number. So even the Roman Catholic version says what you have to do is find the number value of the letters of his name, and then you know what the number of his name is. Now I want you to notice another characteristic that we find of this beast with this number. Notice Revelation chapter 13 and verse 18. Here is wisdom. Let him who has understanding calculate the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. His number is 666. Now, let me tell you something about that expression. It is the number of a man. Really, the word number, the word man has the indefinite article a, but it's not in the original language. It can be translated, it is the number of man. In other words, this is a system that is centered in man. By the way, isn't it interesting that many of these Antichrist passages have the emphasis upon man? For example, the little horn has eyes like a man. This system has the number of a man. And the one who sits in the temple of God is the man of sin. In other words, this is a system that centers on man, that majors on man. It claims the prerogatives of God, but it brings honor and glory to man.